Alright, so I am going to try to beat Ethereal Artifice. I have the entire level learned. Granted, I am in school right now, so I've been learning it on and off for about a month now. I have maybe 3,000 attempts put into it, because I had to relearn it several times due to not playing it for weeks at a time. But yeah, I think I'm finally ready to play it from zero. So here goes nothing. Great first attempt. Obviously, I will cut to the more interesting bits because I'm not going to subject you to all the failed ship attempts. Oh, I forgot the green orb was there. I think my goal for today is somewhere in the 30s, like that cube. So after the wave, because I think I can manage that. And then I won't be able to play this for like another 2 weeks. But we'll cross that bridge when it gets to it. Nice. Okay, that was just unfair. Really? Anyways, a bit of waffling, I guess. As of the moment of recording, it is 3:10 a.m. on June 15th. It is a Saturday, and I have 2 midterms on the Monday, June 17th. One in the morning, one in the evening. And here I am, playing Geometry Dash instead of studying. I'm such a good student. I did get a job, though, or I have one lined up for after my study term is over in the fall. Pretty proud of that. I'm actually super excited because that means I get to earn money, and I like money. I need it to survive. I hope this ship part gets better with time because it is not looking great for me right now. Why didn't it register my tab? Why doesn't my fucking input work? Going into this, I thought this would be a lot more fun, but I forgot this beginning ship exists, and I suck at ship. So it might just be a me issue, but this is actually brain rot. Oh, I forgot about the green orb. That was on me. Oh. Ah, whatever. I made it past the fucking beginning. What happened there? What does it want from me? I don't fucking understand. Okay, you know what? I'll figure out that part. I'll stop being so stubborn. Oh, I fucked up the attempt progress. That's fine. If I can just get another new best, I'd be happy. But the goal is to make it back to the drop. Nice. Forgot how, how much that juts out of there. But yeah, I guess that's it for the night. A lot of practice runs in this just for fun. And I think that will conclude the first day. I don't know when I'm gonna play this next. Could be tomorrow, could be 2 weeks from now, you never know. But I guess I'll just include this segment in here because the first day playing from zero is pretty monumental event in the Ethereal Artifice timeline. So for now, this is a good stopping point. Okay, I did some attempts earlier in the day, but now I am properly ready to play from zero. Cool. That was too late? I mean, obviously these super like early deaths only mattered when I first start out with a level. I'm definitely not gonna show every single like 20 death once my best is in the 70s. I thought that was enough. Oh man, why did I have to die there? I could have gone so much further. The part's free. Okay, good end to the second day. Oh. Okay. Really? Okay, sure. There was a bit of lag, but I am happy with, with 42. For the amount of time I'm playing this, it's still pretty good that I can continue to get new bests in every session that I play. Alright, I have practiced a lot today. Hopefully it'll pay off. This is probably going to be my only serious session for a while. Technically I shouldn't be playing Geometry Dash because I've got 2 assignments due on Monday that I have not started at all. But because I have no clue how to start them, I'm just gonna wait for people smarter than me to figure it out. I feel like I should eat something, but I've had a sore throat this past week, and the only thing I'm craving right now is spicy stuff. The sore throat isn't because of my throat, though. It's because of my uvula. My allergies swelled up my uvula, so I've been having a sore throat because of that. It's not pleasant, but in theory, I could just eat whatever I want. I just don't want to in case it actually does end up worsening my condition. And I am not a doctor, so I should not listen to medical advice that I give to myself or that I search up on the internet. I was playing chess earlier today when I should have been doing my work. I mean, one game, my opponent was completely winning in an end game. They were up an entire piece in like a 6-piece end game, and they just ran out the clock. They had like 3 minutes. I had 1.5 minutes, so they had double the time that I had, and they just completely ran out for I don't know why. They just let me have the win. It was a very confusing match, that's all I'll say. Seriously? Aw, really? In another world, I would have made it past that spam. And then 40 to like 58 is pretty... 43 to 58 is pretty consistent. So that would have been a guaranteed almost 15% PB. I'm gonna regret saying that. Just like cut to my next PB. Yay! Okay, I always die to that spam in practice, and I don't know why, but I do have the level in 2 runs now, so that's good. This might be list percent actually for the low refresh rate list. So yeah, like I said, guaranteed 15% at least personal best. That's a lot of attempts. You can't really see, but it says 4,900. Oh, wait. I keep thinking that I'm not recording with OBS when I am. I'm just recording my clicks in an unorthodox fashion. So I assume that the attempt count is being obscured by the glare. Anyways. GG! 7 years. It is Sunday, June 30th. Let's do this. I'm not going to beat it today. Really good start. There was a bit of lag there. Good last attempt though, if I can make it past the last chip. First chip. I guess I'll fucking do this. All I gotta do is make it here. Well, that's it for today. I don't know when I will do another session, but it will not be until I finish my assignments. So yeah, see you later. I don't think I addressed this in my last session. I'm back home for the long weekend, hence the different background. I go back tomorrow though, so this will be the last time you see this. Oh, wow, I got really nervous there. That's a good start to the session. Wow, seriously. I shouldn't complain. I've made it there 4 times today. I'm already in such a better mood than I was yesterday. Or sorry, this morning. Wow. Sure, just do that. There was lag. There was actual physical lag. Bit of a different start to the recording session today. As you can see, I am not playing from 0. That's because I recently got 56 to 100 again for the first time in, probably 3 weeks. Which means I am gunning for 44 to 100. And I'm thinking that I could possibly get it. I might as well commit to including this practice inside one of my clips. So I'll talk about something interesting. It is my birthday in 3 days. I'll be 20 this year, which is an age where you finally see yourself as old. Like, you're not a teenager anymore. And I don't know whether to be excited or, you know, just, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's sad that my life is just going by so quickly, but like, not a teenager anymore. I guess it's bittersweet is the word I'm looking for, because I miss those days when I was just playing this game without a care in the world. Like, all I cared about was if I could beat Can't Let Go on the card ride home from the restaurant. And if I wasn't able to, then I could just, try again a bit before bed. And nowadays, I can't even... I don't have the luxury to do that because time is such a precious resource. I have so little free time. By the way, my birthday is also the 1-year anniversary of when I dump. It's when I consider myself to actually, pushing my boundaries and what I can achieve in this game. Because that was my first list even, and now I beat Rust in September. And that's slowly approaching. I remember that when I beat a Noxism, that was, December of 2021? I spent so long wondering when I was going to have a new hardest. And now that I have Rust done, it's like, what could I possibly ever beat that's harder than that? I mean, speaking strictly in pointer crate terms and not the low refresh rate demon list, I don't think I could ever beat anything that's harder than Rust. It is 4, but I am not ready to play from 0 yet with the way this is going. Okay, if I can't get past the 44 wave from here, how am I supposed to do it from 0? Speaking of the time, I forgot to do the thing where I mentioned the date. It's July 6th, 4:22 p.m. right now. 4:22 a.m. right now. I wish it was p.m. That would mean I have a, decent sleep schedule. Yeah. I figured with that trajectory I wasn't gonna make it. It is still July 6th, but it is now 2:16 p.m. I had 5 hours of sleep because I had to wake up for Exo Cup this morning. It was not a good cup. Unfortunate, but hey, only took, 322 attempts to make it past the 44 straight fly. Oh yes, funny story about my job. So while I interviewed, after the general interview jargon, what was my previous experience, blah blah blah, stuff that was already on my resume. But my interviewer was a lovely guy. He's my boss, and he, out of the blue, just decided to ask me about chess. He was like, so who's your favorite chess player, at the end of the interview? And I was like, oh, this guy plays chess. We have something in common. Hopefully that will get me the job. So then I just answered the most basic answer there was, Magnus Carlsen. I mean, that didn't really show that I played chess very much, because he's probably the most famous chess player there is. So I was like, but I also really like Ding Liren because he's a bit like me, He keeps to himself, but when pressure's on, he performs. And big mistake, you should never say that or imply that you're introverted in an interview, because what jobs are looking for is, they're not looking for people who already know what to do. Any schmuck can learn how to do a job. They're looking for someone who will get along with the prior team, right? So if you say that you keep to yourself, that's not good. And then the performing under pressure thing was a good thing at the time, but then literally 3 days after my interview, Ding Liren blundered his queen against Magnus and was underperforming in one of the tournaments he was in. That was not a good look for me. So I was like, oh, I'm not getting that job anymore. But I did get the job. Thankfully. go. I died to such an easy part. And this was the attempt that I went on my job tangent. There was more to the story, but I can't even remember. Because, anyways. New best. That's good. I did choke, but hopefully I am close to beating this. Oh yeah, I remember the rest of the story now. In the employer notes for the university job posting site that I got hired from, it said, "Congratulations on getting matched with the job, Theon. Cannot wait to play chess with you." So I'm relatively certain that the only reason I got the job was because we shared the chess interest. The job I was talking about, that was my first interview. I had a second interview, and it was in the same line of work as the first, so I had my answers much better prepared. It's like, why do you want to apply for this job? And I had a much more coherent and sophisticated answer to the one I gave in the previous interview. And honestly, I thought the interview was going well, but then the interviewer brought up my program because it was like a massage therapy clinic receptionist position. He's like, "You're in astrophysics. Like, that's such a weird, like, we've never had an astrophysics student apply for this position before." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you know, told you why I want to work for this job, so there it is." And then he was like, "Yeah, sorry, but we want a health sciences person, health sciences student to work here." And I, like, in the moment, I was like, you know, at least he's rejecting me instead of leading me on, like, during the interview. So, you know, I was like, yeah, that's fair. That's cool. Thanks for your time. Like, as I kept thinking about it, it's like, why the fuck would you interview me if you knew that you wanted a health sciences student? My program is on my resume. Suit yourself, but that was just a waste of both of our time. Let's see how I do in AQ. Okay, that was too fast. 73 after not playing it for a while is not bad. It is currently 5:10 a.m. and I am still on my school campus. I just came off of a really late night study session trying to get work done, but I am alone, so I can do this. This is the longest I've ever stayed on campus. In fact, the only reason why I'm still here is because I want to see the sunrise. Like, I'm sure as I walk home, the sun will come and I will be greeted to a very good view of the sky. Once I finish trying to do work, I'll do Ethereal Artifice attempts for like an hour, 2 hours. I don't know, just wanted to record this short segment because I thought the lighting was cool. You can definitely see the first instance of a sunrise in the horizon there. Look at that sunset. Sunrise. Also, I got coffee. I should probably mention that on April 8th, I was in the path of totality for the solar eclipse. I have a few clips of that day. I just never found a an excuse to use them, you know. My phone isn't the best at capturing the quality of the eclipse, but it was definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And hopefully it actually, like, isn't a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Like, I do want to experience more eclipses. I wish my phone could capture just how pink the clouds are right now. It's actually breathtaking. That wave span, man. I was so nervous. I actually couldn't. Now that my head is down, I am so tired. I want to keep it down, but I can't because I have class in an hour, and I'm just a broken record at this point. So, oh yeah. Birthday, woohoo! I am 20. No longer a teenager. Feels no different. Feels weird to say that I'm 20 though. I'll definitely have to get used to that. I mean, surely, like, I wasn't born on the stroke of midnight, so technically I'm probably still 19. And this is another, like, a special day for another reason, because 1 year ago today, I beat Dump. That's cool that I was able to beat my first list demon on my birthday. Oh, that's a good first far attempt, so close to the start of the session. Anyways, between last session and now, I took roughly a 6-hour nap. So not really a nap at that point, but because, you know, I pulled an all-nighter and it was in the afternoon, let's call it a nap. I'm not completely refreshed, but I'm definitely a lot more alert than I was last session. And even when, like, I'm all groggy and tired, I was able to get 86, so hopefully, maybe I might be able to beat it today, if not very soon. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. No, I need to get off this game. I will come back tomorrow, don't you worry. Let's just do some Osu instead. It is no longer my birthday. It is July 10th, 1:55 a.m. I wanted to do more attempts before my birthday was done, but I came home at like 9:30, called my family, and then ate dinner. And I watched the menu while I was eating, so that took up a lot of time. So yeah, it is almost 2. I might as well tell you guys a story about the making of 2001: A Space Odyssey, because one of the courses I'm taking is music and film. It's my elective for this term, and my professor is just like the absolute best you could ever ask for in terms of the course. this guy loves music. He loves movies, and it's very, very apparent. So, anyways, he told us a story about how, so in 2001: A Space Odyssey, it's all like pre-composed music. Instead of hiring a film composer to write the film score, okay, Stanley Kubrick decided to use classical music and just in general already composed music that he did not necessarily have the rights to, mind you. Yeah, and he had a reputation for doing this, and the movie studio was not pleased because they wanted to avoid lawsuits. And they hired a composer to compose for 2001: A Space Odyssey. And Stanley Kubrick, the director, I didn't mention he was the director, but he was the director basically tried stalling for the film composer to see the movie as much as he could because he didn't want him to compose a score. And so in the end, I think he had like 9 days or something to compose nearly 3 hours of music, and that's a bit of a time crunch. So the composer that this movie studio hired, his name is Alex North. Alex was not necessarily a workaholic, but due to the time crunch, he had to dedicate 22 hours a day of writing music, and then organizing an orchestra to record the music, and then, just like compose some more music. So he supposedly collapsed from exhaustion during a recording session one day, but he pulled through. He got the film score done in the 9-day time frame, and the movie studio was like, you're gonna use Alex's music, otherwise we're not going to release the film. So Stanley Kubrick, he was like, yeah, sure, just give me a few days. So then a few days later, the movie studio asked to see the updated film, and it was the exact same film that Stanley Kubrick had showed before Alex North composed the music. And then the movie studio was like, what the hell did you do to the music that Alex composed for you? And then he's like, I just scrubbed it all and made the movie like I wanted. And then the movie studio was like, we're gonna make you put the music in. And I was like, well, can't really do that. And I was like, why not? Because I destroyed all the tapes of the music, so yeah. And then the movie studio was like, well, we're just gonna re-record the music. And then it's like, I shredded all the sheet music. So, yeah. Stanley Kubrick, ladies and gentlemen. Reportedly, once Alex North saw the film in theaters on opening day, he tried to tackle Stanley Kubrick and strangle him to death. So, bodyguards had to pull him off of Stanley Kubrick. Now, that was a story that my music professor told me, and for all it's worth, it might just be like hyperbole, whatever, but given Stanley Kubrick's reputation, there's a good chance that it's true. And I fail to see why our music professor would lie to us. I mean, Stanley Kubrick famously recorded a scene, or did 100-something takes for a single scene in The Shining, and he literally, the lead actress in The Shining, what was her name? Shelley Duvall. Yeah, she was losing hair from all the stress that Stanley Kubrick was putting her through. Like, he was verbally abusive towards her. Stanley Kubrick was as good of a director as he was not a good person. And that is why I think there is merit to that story about Alex North. I remembered another funny story about 2001: A Space Odyssey while I was, using the bathroom. So, Stanley Kubrick, right? He used a piece of music from a composer named Georgi Ligeti. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Ligeti, but he's known for making very polytonal. It doesn't sound like music, is what I'm trying to get at. It sounds like a cacophony of noise. Just complete and utter chaos. And Stanley Kubrick used that music to represent the aliens, or the presence of aliens. It's meant to invoke, or evoke, feelings of unease. Anyways, so Georgi Ligeti, one of his friends called him up after the movie's release, and he was like, "Hey, Georgi, I saw 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I really liked the usage of your music in that film." And then Georgi was like, "I'm sorry, what now?" So then he saw the film, and then immediately started preparing to sue the movie studio that released, the movie, because Stanley Kubrick didn't buy the rights to his music. And reportedly, the settlement that Georgi got from that lawsuit was it enough to set him up for life. Oh, I hit the gravity portal. Oh. I went to a mall to meet with some of my best friends today. Like, it was my birthday on Tuesday, so, they wanted to get me a little birthday gift. The gift that they got for me, I got a capture card. I don't have an excuse to have a phone recording for the Wii anymore, which is so awesome. That's like the best gift. They also got me Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door remake for the Switch Lite, which is also like, I could not ask for a better game. Yeah, okay. GG for today. This should be more, but lots of saved data losses. It is 3:45 a.m. on July 14th. Welcome home. I'm gonna make you wish that you stayed gone. Say hello to a new status quo. Everyone knows that there's a brand new dawn. Turn the TV on. I love Christian Borle. It's 'cause hell is forever, whether you like it or not. Had the chance to be better, now they boil in the pot. 'Cause the rules are black and white, there's no use in trying to fight it. They're burning for their lives until we kill them again. No glare. It is 6:28 p.m. on July 14th. Okay, so in copyables, after the 400 attempts, I did 37 attempts from 10. 2 of those 37 attempts, I made it past the 44 straight fly. One of them died at 56, the other died at 71. So my question is, what the fuck happened to my consistency? Like, if I introduce the first 10% of the level, nothing should change, right? In theory. So why? Why did it take, like, 400 attempts? Not a single one went past the straight fly. And I wasn't talking for very much either of that. I was in focus mode. That's just kind of tilting. Okay. At least I made it past the straight fly. Looks like that practice did pay off after all. Okay, that's it. I am not going to force myself to beat this. It is July 20th, 12:15 a.m. And in case you couldn't tell by my voice, I am sick. But this is no mere sickness. This is COVID. For the first time, I have COVID, which is not great. But I mean, what else am I supposed to do but play Geometry Dash, try to recover, right? This is also the first time I've played this level in like a week. But I'm just gonna try not to talk that much because sore throat. I mean, I'll just say this because I'm worried I'll forget. I recorded a little something in Exocup 100 with the one and only Magic Turtle 322, but I haven't released it because the audio from my end was absolutely unusable. And if I find the time, I will re-record all the audio bits from my end because Turtle's audio is fine. It's just me that's all staticky and garbled.
Can you talk?
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah, okay, it looks like it's picking up your voice now, so that's good.
That's so weird. It picked it up basically when it was no longer important because we were out.
I mean, I had to get out to figure it out, right? Of course.
Exactly. But guest just pinned a message saying, "Did you like Exo Cup 100?"
So yeah, I'll just like script out what I said and then, you know, edit everything together and release that. Well, first of all, I would hate for you guys to be deprived of Turtle content. And second of all, Turtle took the time out of his day to be in a call with me during Exo Cup 100, and I don't want to make that be a waste of his time, right? Oh, speaking of biology, I have a funny story of grade 12 bio. It was, we had a test. We had bi-weekly tests. Sorry, bi-monthly tests. I mean, same thing, right? Twice a month. Depends on your definition. I'll finish the story after I die. Okay, so bi-weekly tests in bio. So I remember during one particular test, it must have been the third test of the semester, I was just writing down the test. This was like a pretty difficult test. Like, it was, I don't know, I think 2 pages front and back, so 4 in total. And then this was halfway through the class period, and so out of nowhere, not very long after the test started, I hear my teacher say 5 minutes left. So, you know, I'm scrambling to finish the test because I've only done 1 page front and back, and I just wrote a lot of stuff that I essentially rambled on the second page front and back. And I handed in the test, or, you know, I called the teacher over to my desk to hand it in, and then he was like, "You're done already?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you said 5 minutes left." And he's like, "No, I said 45 minutes left." And then, you know, by that point, I'd already committed to handing in the test, so I just left class early. A week later, I got the test back. I think it was an 85. So I spent half the class period. I speed ran that test, and I got 85%. So the 2 weeks after that, the next test, we got the test, and this time it was 3 pages front and back, and the content was, I would say, a lot harder. So I'd like to think that I was the cause of my teacher ramping up the difficulty of the entire test for the rest of the semester. Oh, lovely. It's roughly 11 p.m. on July 20th. My sore throat is worse than yesterday's, but I think it'll get better from here. What really sucks about being sick is you have this unquenchable thirst. Like, your throat is hoarse and sore, so you feel like you're always thirsty, but you're not actually always thirsty. And then when you are actually thirsty, your throat hurts like hell when you swallow because there's too much friction going on in there. Like, I had one thing due yesterday that I had to complete today, otherwise I'd lose more marks over it being late. But then my next thing due is on Monday, which is in, well, it's tomorrow, basically. Tomorrow in 1 hour. But I did ask for an extension. Like, I emailed them on Friday. It was outside business day hours, to be fair, so I don't expect a response until Monday. But hopefully they do grant it, because I have not started it at all. Another thing that sucks about me being sick is my room has the strongest air conditioning. I'm wearing 3 layers in late July indoors. That's a bit overkill, but it's necessary. Seriously. Yeah. I can't even speak anymore. I can't even get past the wingspan anymore. I make it past once in the very beginning of the session and I can't even do it anymore. So the recording for the first 150 attempts of this session apparently failed for some reason. I have no clue why. I still have space on my SD card, which is where these recordings are being saved to, but it just didn't save, which means my reaction to the 85 fail just now is lost forever. I still have my sense of smell, my sense of taste. I'm not bedridden. It could be a lot worse than just a rough sounding voice and some sniffles and coughs. First time I make it there this session, too late. Second time, too early. What's next? Just right? Eventually, I'll die so many times at this ending bit, I won't even feel nervous. Lovely lag spikes. It's 8:23 p.m. on July 22nd. my sore throat has actually recovered quite a bit since yesterday night. My voice is coming back on its way to the normal amount of gruffness that it has. I didn't do as much practice in this as I should have, but, you know, maybe my problem is I'm over practicing. Yeah, I could tell I hit it too hard there. Why do I keep dying there? I just like face plant into the slope. That was perfect. But like the lag. I'll close out this recording session and then I'll turn on the lights because it really is quite dark. Oh, really? It's okay. That's it for now. Well, let's see how this recording session goes, shall we? It is 3:24 a.m., July 23rd. Man, I can't catch a break with this fucking level. I hate that ship so fucking much. Good night. Fuck you. It's 12:12 on July 24th. I just want to get this over with. Trying to get the problem done. Oh, finally. This took so long, man. I was wondering if I was gonna beat COVID first or if I was gonna beat this fucking thing first. I mean, it was close, but I did beat this first. This was, what, a 2-month journey? Yeah, I've rambled on for long enough. So, yeah. GG. Thanks for watching this grind. You know, I'm probably just gonna keep this little segment in the entire journey video, and I just cut at the GG in the real completion. But yeah, thanks for coming on this journey with me. I mean, here's a Happini for good luck, and of course the Happini just press the spacebar. What to do now? Whoa. That was the editor guide. I wanted to delete the level. I don't know. Let's just celebrate with a bit of Osu. There's a song that I really like. It's called Triumphal Return, I think. This means I can touch grass now.